Morning, thanks for joining us again. Just heading off on a little walk from, well, we started at the Camping and Caravan Club site at, well, it's the Bakewell site, but it's really in Youlgrave, and we're just heading out on a loop round Lathkill Dale. So it's a bit of a grey overcast day, the odd patch of sun coming through, but we're probably in for a few showers. Quite windy as well. So stick with us and show you hopefully some of beautiful Lathkill Dale. Path starts directly from the campsite and just heads down, and I think we're looking for a path that heads off to the left and takes us along to the River Bradford. Path just drops down and down some steel steps and crosses a little stream. Beware of the nettles. In late May and June, to wash their fleeces, the farmers brought their sheep in this deep pool. The foam like wool pulsates, waters rush to escape. Dip your ghosts, cold murky place. Burbling, bumbling, bleating sheep. Sounds like Boris Johnson. I think this is the upper stretches of the River Bradford, but it's not much more than a trickle. We're just turning left onto the limestone way here. It does carry on straight ahead as well, but we're heading up towards Lathkill Dale, so off left up this way. Just after crossing the River Bradford, you climb up and go past this old ruin on your right. There is another path that leads alongside the river, but don't take that one, take the one that's leading upwards. Just climb up through fabulous old woodland for a few hundred metres. Yeah, emerging at the top after a decent little climb. Turn right on a minor road, following the sign for Limestone Way. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and you will get hemorrhoids if you sit on this bench. View opens up as you climb up the road down over, I think it'll be Youlgrave. But yeah, you can just see a glimpse of one of the local villages. Just a couple of 100 yards along the road, you'll see the sign for the Limestone Way, and you take a left and follow that. Just at this point, the road, or the Limestone Way cuts across the road 3 times. At the first one, don't follow the public footpath to over Haddon. Cut just a little bit left, and the Limestone Way picks up just after that point. Okay, so yeah, this is the one you want. Don't follow that previous sign, and it just heads up the field. At the second of the 3 road crossings, you come out at a gate, turn left up the road, and you'll pick up the Limestone Way again on the right. Look at these, tiny, can't be more than a few weeks old. Lovely. Now we cross the third road and pick up the limestone way again. And we've got a right pair of horns. Seems friendly enough. Yeah, after about a kilometre across open fields, you just enter this low moor wood, and according to my watch there's about half a kilometre left until we pick up the path on the right to take us down to Lathkill Dale. This is not a walk for anybody who's fearful of cows, and these ones up here have got youngsters with them as well, so we'll be quite careful how we pass them. So we're on the limestone way still, so I'm sure they're used to people passing, but it's as well to keep your wits about you. Eventually you can start to see the limestone outcrops down Lathkill Dale just to your right as you emerge. More views now down over Lathkill Dale. Just heading across the last couple of fields, and we should see that footpath down on the right then, all being well. Emerge from the fields and you go down some steep stone steps down towards the River Lathkill. Now that's some staircase to come down, but I'm kind of glad we're not going up. And there you go, at the bottom of the death-defying staircase. The path goes to the right down Lathkill Dale. Now that we've turned along Lathkill Dale, it will follow this for around about 3 miles, 5 kilometres or so, and then we can decide which route to take back up to Youlgrave, and might be just in timely fashion for a beer. At this point the bed of the River Lathkill is still dry, and then I've not actually walked this stretch before. I've walked lower down. Hopefully just a short way further on the river will emerge. I think where we actually emerged before at the bottom of the staircase was just the end of Dale. So that first stream isn't the River Lathkill. You actually come out a little bit further down, cross another footbridge, and that is over the early stages of the River Lathkill, but there is a little bit of water in there. And then you turn left back down towards Youlgrave. Right, so just had a quick bite to eat. We're just setting off along this path along Lathkill Dale, and we'll follow that. There's several paths that you can take back to Youlgrave, but we've decided on one. It's about 4 kilometres or 2.5 miles before we turn off. Raging torrents of the upper River Lathkill. It only takes a few hundred yards before it starts filling out into a bigger stream. Got to be one of the loveliest streams in the Peak District. It's clear as tap water. As you come down, you start to see these sort of enclosures, and I think they're to do with the old lead mining industry. Sort of bigger, more impressive ones further down, probably a bit beyond where we're going today, but it's well worth exploring down here. A big deep hole with a grating over it, all lined with stone and everything, so it's to do with something to do with mining or similar. Very unimpressed pheasant. Yeah, I was wondering why the river was so low, almost disappearing in parts. Well, that sign explains it. It says it loses all its water into the ancient mine workings every year. Right, so we've just passed by where the path cuts off left to a little, I think it's a village or a little hamlet called Overhaddon, and we just carry on beside the river, which is, as I mentioned, pretty non-existent at the moment, and we've probably got another kilometre or so before we get to the path that we want to take up to Youlgrave. Back on the section of Lathkill Dale that we've both walked before now, and wasn't quite sure whether it was along this section or further down past where we were walking today, where it comes out into one of the most interesting bits with lots of kind of pools that were made by the mining works, and like sluice gates and all of that sort of thing. But I think we're in luck because it's just along this section now, so hopefully I'll get to show you. Just start to see it opening out now into some series of pools, and each one has a dam at the top and a sluice gate, and I'm not sure you can probably see on the camera, but that is really deep water there, clear as anything. If I'm not mistaken, there's some trout in it as well. Okay, eventually you come out at a little road signposted for Youlgrave. It's quite a busy road, I think, so you can cut along here for a short way, about 100 yards or so, and then pick up a footpath to the left to take you on a quieter route. So we'll probably do that. And yeah, so just about 100 yards, and then there's a signpost to the left, take you off the road. A couple of ways you can go here. You can either carry on straight round and there's routes round to the campsite, or you can turn right and go up the hill. Up the hill leads to Youlgrave, and since there's a couple of nice, well, 3 nice pubs in Youlgrave, that's the way we're going to head, because we've worked up a bit of a thirst, and we're going to do the right thing and support the local economy. So I think we're up to about 8 miles at the moment. There's about half a mile to go into Youlgrave, and then a mile back to the campsite from there. So it'll be 9 and a bit miles all told, and yeah, what a lovely walk. Yeah, some really nice things to see along Lathkill Dale, but yeah, lovely circuit. Right, we'll say ta-ra here. We're just outside the village now. Might bring you back for a cheers once we see whether the pub's open or whatever. But thanks very much again for joining us. Hope you found it interesting and perhaps useful if you fancy coming out this way and doing a walk sometime. But yeah, much appreciated for watching, and thanks to everybody who subscribed and left a comment. So yep, all the best. Hope everybody's well, and see you again soon. Cheers. Cheers. Peace and best. Not so bad. Right, let's see if we can show you where we've been. So we started here. This is Hopping Farm, which is the Caravan and Camping Club Bakewell site, and we left on the footpath direct from the site along here and down over the footbridge over the River Bradford, and picked up the Limestone Way. Walked through that woodland, up the road for a bit, and then the Limestone Way leaves or meets the road again, crosses the road. That's the first of those 3 road crossings, so 1, 2, 3 as it crosses this B road, and then along the Limestone Way right across all this farmland, and then you just pick up this footpath down towards Lathkill Dale, drop down the steep stone staircase, across the footbridge over the River Lathkill, and then we just followed Lathkill Dale, trying to keep the shadows off it, all the way down the river, right past over Haddon, right around until you come to Conksbury Bridge. So we crossed over the river there and just came up the hill a bit, so about 100 yards on the road, and then the path leaves on the left, and you just follow that along and pick up this it's a little track really, and that just takes you up to the back of Youlgrave and turn left into the village, and yeah, stop for a couple of beers in the village, and then just down this way. There's a couple of ways you can go, but we just went down this way back to the campsite again. I think it was about 9.5 miles in total by the time we got back to the campsite again.